Does he fuck good? I don't give a fuck about nothing you talk about. Does he fuck good?
Even if he's got an STD. Even if he's got an STD.
Does he fuck good? Does he fuck good? This man got 30 red flags. You talk about does he fuck good?
Give him no talk or get disrespectful with him. That's how it should be.
My time off. But in the same sense, if you're a single man and you actively want to be dating, you actively want to be on women, yet you're not on the team. All the women are going around choosing the same guys and not you.
But a lot of the men on there are actually going to get more women now because of that.
Welcome to the Daily Read, and I am your host, Marcus Gentry. Now, today we're going to talk about the T app and the male version of the T app, and the fact that the male version of the T app got shut down while the women's app keeps going. And we're gonna jump right into the show because I have a time limit on here with iHeartRadio. But I've already told you guys, and I'm talking to my men right now, that 80% of the women chase 10% of the men. Okay? That's the pattern. For the last 30 or 40 years, women and their male backers in society and Congress have given women more and more and more power, which is okay. They should be able to work wherever we work at. They should be able to vote like we vote. They should be able to open up their own bank accounts. The problem is, as their power has increased, so has their demands on what they look for in a partner. Some of you might say that's not a bad thing, but here's the problem. Naturally, most women don't want a man that makes less than her. Therefore, you got this crazy sideways rise in 80% of the women trying to date and fool around with and have babies by 10% of the men. One thing I do disagree with most of the commentators about this is these women are not just chasing pookies. You got to understand something. A lot of these men are well-to-do, well-off. That doesn't mean they're not pookies. A lot of these men are well-off. A lot of the pookies that they do fool around with are dope boys, robbers, guys that got status in the culture. They might not be rich as far as hedge funds manager, some guy working at a CEO. He might not be as rich as that, but in the hood, he's hood rich. The only people in America, I'm trying to explain to you the pattern that's going on with this. The only people in America that's doing bad as far as men are the middle class. These are men who work as construction workers, who work as truck drivers, who work in certain fields in the community as plumbers and gardeners, things like that. Those are the only men who are suffering in this country. You got to understand what's going on. As you watch these clips, I tried to set everything up for you so you can understand. When these women get with a man who's not wealthy or hood rich, it's what you call an interlude. You know how you got an intermission at the movies where you take a popcorn break? This is what some of these women go through when they start dating normal men. They need resources. They need a place to lay their head. They don't really want to be there. They don't want to be with you because they're not satisfied. They want to be with 6'6", over 6 inches, over 6 feet tall, and over 6 figures. So they will get with a normal guy, but suck up all his resources for a year or two, and then fade away, dump him, or do something so horrific that he has to dump her, and then they move right back in to the penis carousel with all of these other guys. This is what's going on. This is the pattern. And now men have started to waken up about this. So men are starting to act accordingly. They're starting to keep their resources to themselves. You know, I'm not taking care of your kids. I'm not funding you. I'm not, let's go on a coffee date. I'm not taking you to Steak 48. Men are starting to hold back their funds. Normal guys. Because they know that these women are just there for the meal. They're there just to get their rest, because their bodies are tired from all the makeup, all the partying, all the hanging out with all the superstars. These are the men that are running through these women. These men are taping these women sucking penises. These women are taping these women having train ran on them. And these women are scorned. So they get on this T app and talk about these men that they're chasing. But most of these men that they're chasing, like I said, they're either hood rich, you know, the type of guys that flash all the money on the screen, the type of guys that had the guns with the tattoos all in their face. Yes, they are pookies. But if you look at what they about in the hood, these are wealthier pookies. And then on the other side of the tracks, if they're not attracted to wealthy pookies, they're attracted to wealthy, rich, regular men. So we're going to get into the show, because like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I just wanted to set everything up for you so you can understand, because I was doxxed 2 years ago, right around the time that the whole T-app thing came about, 2003. I was attacked by a group of women on Facebook. I actually know what was behind it, but who's to say? Who's to say this app didn't have something to do with that? I don't know. My phone was tracked. They knew my comings and goings. I mean, it was real bad. But you got to understand something. All of this is obfuscation. And if you don't know what that word is, I'm going to try to explain it to you. Look over here so you won't see what's going on over here. That's what they're doing with this app. They're telling you to look over here so you won't pay attention to me being a whore over here. A lot of these women on this T app I ran through. And men are starting to fight back. They started their own app that got shut down because these guys were actually showing proof that these women are whores. Showing proof. The women are getting on there just scandalizing your name. But the men app, they were actually posting pictures of these women compromised, bent over, with penis stuck in them. And that website got shut down. You see, what the women are doing, they're just mad because you might have dumped them. So they're going to get on there with no proof, and just slander your name. So the men said, okay, you want to do like that? I'm going to go one step further. I'm finna show the world exactly what you are about. Let's get into the show.
The Daily Read, your source for news, politics, sports, and all things trending. Here's your host, Marcus Gentry.
I don't know why that shit didn't occur to me earlier. You bitches be getting trains ran on y'all. That's why you sitting here making these TikToks cop and plea. You don't want to play no more about the T app. They making a Reddit page. You're fucking panicking, bitch. channel.
This is one of the YouTubers that I watch sometimes. You know, she keeps it real. She keeps it real.
Us recognizing that the sisterhood is fake and full of liars, and we've been deceived for so many years, even myself included, to think that women were all just for each other and support each other, and we're black women and we're sisters, and I was a part of it. I started it. I was starting my own sisterhood, right? And it was great for what it was, but then you realize everybody's not there for the right reasons, right? There are women out here who are pretending to be aligned with you, but when they go home, when they leave your site, they are doing some filthy, dirty things. And this T app, baby, it is exposing these women.
What she's saying is, these women are going around sleeping with any and everybody that's got means. But when it comes to a middle class guy, somebody who don't look the part with the gold chains or, you know, the BMWs, the Bentleys, these guys are predators. These guys are vicious. There is not an influx of men who are hitting women across the head and dragging them off into the bushes. Let's just make that clear.
Right? They made this app to allegedly help women understand who's being done dirty, look out for predators, look out for dangerous men, all the things. That's what they claim it to be. But in reality, y'all, in reality, it is going to show and has been showing how dirty women are, how they don't care about men having girlfriends, having wives. They don't care about that. They are all lying. They lie. They act like they care, but they don't really care. They could give two damns about him having a girlfriend, and that's just the point blank period of it. And one of my favorite creators on TikTok talked about it. Let's Dr. Dale, let's go back and talk about it.
The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's showing just how dirty and nasty the men that y'all have been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say. You can't believe what they're saying, you gotta watch what they do. They can tell you all day what they won't do, but that app is showing you what they will do. Y'all was
And what they will do is, if a man roll up with means, they're gonna sleep with him. I'm gonna show later on in the show how a woman who was pregnant just met this guy, turned him down, and then when she saw him get in the Lambo, he told this woman to break up with her man. She just met this guy, and she got on a speakerphone, told him he ain't nothing, broke up with him. She's with a new man, didn't even know this guy, just because he got in a Lambo.
showing just how low vibrational the men that y'all have to pick from are. You can't sit up and say that you got all these options yet. These are the men that you're picking. The truth is, that's all you got to pick from. You have a bunch of group of nasty, terrible men to choose from, and you're just trying to find the best out of the worst. But all of them are horrible. Everything that you have to choose from is horrible because of how you are as a woman. You carry yourself in a way that there's a very specific type of man who finds you attractive. And that small group of men is who y'all are choosing from. And that's why y'all are sharing the same men. Because out of that small group of men that y'all are all picking from, y'all are trying to find the best looking one, the one who appear to seem like he got some money, even though he usually don't end up having no money. Y'all are all picking and filtering through that small group of disgusting, nasty cookies.
This is where I disagree with the content creators. You got to understand, you can call these guys pookies, but most of these men that's running through these women and treating them like that are men of means. They can be men of means in the ghetto, or they can be men of means in Beverly Hills. They can be P. Diddy, or they can be JoJo. These women are willing to do some of the nastiest, disgusting things for these men. And then when they get treated like whores, because that's what they basically were, they get mad and want to out these men on the app. This is what's going on. And it's the pattern is right there in front of you. This is why I say, when I see content creators like this, they hitting the nail on the head, but they're not understanding that it's not the broke men, it's not the middle class, lower middle class men, it's the wealthy men, and it's the pookies who got means in the hood. The ones who bring that sack in. The guys who are know Juan down there in Mexico. Let's continue on.
And no matter what you get online to say about how you want rich men, you ain't even in proximity to rich men. Rich men don't even see you on their radar when you walk by, right? Because
They do. They see them. But they look at them like jump-offs, because that's what they are. These women ain't nothing but jump-offs.
nothing about who you are and how you carry yourself will pick up on the radar of a man who got any class about himself, right? Only pookies find you desirable. And that's the reason why y'all are all sharing the same cookies. That's the reason why y'all all sharing the same cookies. It don't matter what y'all get on that app and expose regarding these men, how terrible they done treated you, what STDs they done gave you, how many babies they done had enough. There still will be a line of women ready to give that man a shot to see whether or not she can get better results than you got. So you can never really expose men, because there's always going to be women who are willing to test it out for themselves and still see whether or not the stuff the previous women said is actually true. Yeah. So
Like I said, why would these women still test it out? Because these men have means. They can jump around like that. And these other women are still going to test them out, regardless of this app. Regardless.
I know this tea app is popping right now. I just downloaded it, so I'm waiting to be approved. But did y'all know that the guys have one called T-Born? And yeah, they exposed y'all with...
You were a hoe.
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute. For
what?
a little minute.
How long? You were a hoe.
Back in the days.
How long haven't you been a hoe for?
For a little minute.
For what?
I downloaded the T app to see what all the hype is about. I have no business on there, but I wanted to mind everybody else's business. So I finally get in 3 days later. I'm scrolling through a list of men I'll never meet, never want to know, and don't give a fuck about. But I'm like, let me read his comments, because as soon as somebody got 18 red flags, I need to read the comments to see what the fuck is going on around me. None of this is my business, and I should have never downloaded the app to begin with. I am more embarrassed for the women than I am the men on that actual app.
And before she explains as to why she's more embarrassed for the women, let's make a point that we as men know, don't we? The majority of women are dating the same small crop of men.
To this day.
Yeah, they're all banging the same few small dudes. And this app is almost a godsend to prove this point. Of everything in this world to prove this point, I mean, we sort of knew already, didn't we? Oh, we're dating the same guy on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, we sort of knew already, didn't we? But this app, women thinking that they were going to do some grand, revealing, look at all these toxic, narcissistic men. The only thing it proved was how loose a lot of women are. They're all sharing the same dude, and it doesn't even matter if they know they're sharing the same dude. This is not a revelation for bad men.
Nope.
This is just sort of embarrassing as to what some women, a lot of women, tolerate from so many men. My bad, from a small amount of men. It's beautiful, isn't it? The truth always prevails, no matter what. We know most women are dating the same small group of men, but they don't want to be accountable for it. Okay.
Big ups to the women that post, I guess he's abusive, there's a warrant against him for abusing me, blah, 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 like that. Those are the type of things I expected to see on an app. I was getting nosy. But I'm reading the comments, and y'all talking about some, does he feel good? Does he feel good?
You see what I mean? That's what I mean. These women are after 666. And as long as that man has means, he makes over $100,000 a year. It don't matter about how many times they get on the app. They're going to try it out. Crazy.
I don't give a fuck about nothing you talking about, does he?
Even if he's got an STD, I love this app. Men like myself say a lot of things, and you think that men like myself we're just so wrong. This app is proving far worse than anything I have ever said. Oh, he's got an STD, even up to HIV, but has he got good D? Yeah.
Okay. Does he? Good. On a T-app? Stand the fuck up. Y'all should be embarrassed. That is embarrassing. I wish I could see y'all face. Because I need it. Y'all little girls, like, what is going on? This man got 30 red flags. You talking about that? Good.
It's time for us to shame and humble these niggas like they be trying to shame and humble us. Let these niggas know that their hairline is pushed to the back of their neck. Let them know that their teeth is cut. Let them know that they look like they've been 52 weeks pregnant.
She's about to get roasted just like her edges. To all of my black female subscribers, please do not take any offense to what I'm about to say in this video. I'm just pissed at her message. I don't know her personally. I am not going to judge her. Maybe a little bit, but I feel so upset when I see women speak like this about black men. This is not all that she said. There is more where that came from. That's why I'm going to have to speak my mind onto it, because I am proudly married to a black American man, the man that she doesn't want.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the passport bros. Shout out to the passport bros. You know, I will be counted amongst you one of these days, and it's coming soon.
Let them know that they're ugly as your bald heads and skittle dick with no motherfucking trying to save your looking like George Jefferson.
So this is George Jefferson, everybody. Older man who has passed away. May he rest in heaven. But this is her hairline. Now the difference between these two people is that George Jefferson was 74 when he passed away. This chick right here is 40 years old, but she has the same hairline as a 70-year-old deceased man.
Shout out to Soraya Brooks. Make sure y'all go over and subscribe. Her link is in the description.
Shout out to the passport bros.
Listen, she gonna get y'all in line. Y'all don't want to shame each other. Somebody gotta do it. Hell.
Saint Soraya, oh, blessings to this sister. Yeah, here we go. We squabbling now. We're supposed to go bald. Shout out to all my balding brothers. Mr. Walk, I never go bald. That's all y'all. But shout out to my balding brothers. There is no more masculine hairdo or lack thereof than a bald head. Very masculine. Don't let these sisters be hating on y'all fellas. Rock that balding or that progressing balding with pride. Look at that brother. There's honor there, god dang it. There ain't no honor on that right side. That's just shame.
You can't make this mess up. A pot can't call the kettle black. You cannot sit here and make a video without looking inside the mirror, without fixing yourself up just a little bit, and then try to go viral with a message that you're trying to spread. That message is horrendous. And ladies, this...
Shout out to the passport bros. He went down there, South America or Italy or wherever he's at. Looks like he has a nice place. Got him a Latino woman, and she's standing up for black men.
It's not against you. You have to understand that women like myself, who live outside of America, who are married to a black man, are sending me videos like this, telling me, can you please take a look at this, how bad this is. It looks bad. And before the sisterhood, there's the womanhood. And from woman to woman, I'm telling ladies who talk like that, who think like that, this is not a good look on y'all. Now back to her though, a pop can't call the kettle black. And you cannot expect not to end up in my DMs and get roasted for what you are saying. Guys, I'm so heated.
Like, humble these niggas. Cause that's the problem. That's where they're getting all this audacity from.
Wait, you're saying men have the audacity? Honey, I got your Instagram, and let's take a look who really has the audacity. Everyone, meet Miss Flash It On Me. What else could your name be? What do we have here? 48,000 subscribers on Instagram. Let's see if you're for the streets, honey. Oops, what is this?
Straight hoe. Straight hoe. a man pull up in a BMW at a nightclub, can take her home the same night. Straight hoe.
Yup, you're for the streets. Sorry
She belongs to the streets.
for y'all. Any woman who posts herself like this online is for the streets. What's this?
What the fuck is that?
This, she up here coming at men. Y'all got the nerve. I remember when I lost my mind.
I would urge any and every middle-aged man, what's that, 35 and up, listen, you can reclaim the years you may have lost in your youth. Get in the gym, age like wine, and get your revenge. Don't let sisters like this be getting at y'all. That's what you try to talk to.
Now this is the woman who's pregnant, turns this man down, and then when she see him getting in this car right here, I think it's a Corvette, not a Lambo. When she see him get in this car, she comes back. Let's get into this, because this is interesting. This shows you the true nature of these women that's on that app.
Nice to meet you. We're just taking a little walk and everything. You know, I live in the area, so taking a little walk. Oh, for real? Okay, let me get your number or something. I mean, you just said that you live over. I live in the area. I'm new out here, so. That doesn't mean that I want your number. I mean, what's wrong with me having your number? What do you mean? I don't have no money. What do you mean by that? It looks like you don't have any money. Are you able? Well, obviously able. Are you comfortable?
Now remember, she turned him down before she saw him get in his car. I think that is a Corvette. But she turned him down. Now listen to this.
I'm still going to, I got needs too.
Okay. See? Exactly. I knew you was gonna say that even before.
No.
What kind of needs?
You know what type of needs. I'm asking for it.
Okay. I can be. Depends on the day and what we're doing.
I'm really going right now.
Okay, let's go get something to eat and we'll figure it out and we'll talk about it.
Okay. What type of restaurant?
See, this guy's not a pookie. But it's guys out here like him that got money that'll pull up on these bras. She'll sleep with him. He'll treat her like a hoe because that's what she is. And then she'll get mad and get on the T app and talk bad about this guy. How fat he is, how small of a penis he got. This is what's going on.
Maybe. But I'm gonna be honest though. Like, your baby died, he gotta be a dub all the way though. Like, if you fuck with me, he gotta be a dub.
Yeah.
Like, it's over.
Now listen carefully to what's finna happen.
Yeah, it actually is over with.
No, but you said you still kind of like contact us.
Yeah, every once in a while, but
Yeah, but no. That gotta be done.
has to be done?
Done.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Maybe we can work something out.
no. Before we even get any further, that gotta be done.
Have to be done.
How about you call him?
Okay.
Put it on speaker too. No, I'm serious.
I'm gonna call him.
That is a Lambo.
Hello? Yeah. Hey, I just met this dude. I think that you are done. I don't really want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to deal with you anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't. It doesn't matter. I'm done. We're cutting everything off. You're blocked for now. You are done. You don't do nothing for me and the baby in my stomach or nothing. You don't do anything for us at all. You don't.
He's sitting back like the audacity of this bitch to do that to that guy. And he's sitting back like, and this is rare because there are men out here like him that got money that's not pranking these women.
Do nothing. You don't worry about where I'm at. I'm turning my phone off. We're done. Okay. Yeah, for real.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm done. You wanted me to, because I'm really feeling you. So if you, whatever you say from now on, since I really, really like you, and I
mean, you don't know me, how you like me?
I can just get a.
She was just about to say whatever he want, he gonna get from her. Just that easy. All the danger stranger went out the window when she saw he had money. This is who these women are complaining about on the T app. This right here.
Oh, you like my energy, my vibe?
Yeah. You like my energy and my vibe?
But I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna be honest.
What?
This ain't my girl.
Really? Then why are you inside of it? Why would you?
How you doing? You look amazing. What's your name?
Now watch this one. This is the next one. He gonna follow her, trying to talk to her. She's gonna be dismissive of him, and it's gonna look like he's pressing her. This is the type of girl that'll get on social media and say, I turned this dude down and he kept following me. He's a predator. He's dangerous. Now watch what happens. No, seriously, watch what happens. This is crazy.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You got tried revolving. And I'm sorry to hear that. Why you being so rude? Like, my name not here. Okay, I get it. I'm not dating, all right?
You heard what she said? You still bothering me.
Man. I'm loyal. Loyal. That's how I want my girl to be. If I got my girl, man, I want you to be the same way. I talk to you, give him no talk or get disrespectful with him. That's how it should be. You know?
Look at her.
She's walking back. Hold on.
Look at her. This I hate to keep stopping the video, but this is the type of female from the age of 20 to maybe 30. She could be 30. This is the type of female that's on the app, the T app. She gonna get to a hotel room. He might have 2 or 3 of his buddies there, and she's around guys that got money. They gonna run a train on her. She might get pregnant by one of them, and then when they dump her because she ain't nothing but a jump off, she gonna get mad and get on the T app. Let's continue on.
Wow, that's crazy. That's it.
Now she just looked at this guy like he was dangerous.
What's up?
Sorry for being rude.
Now, you be sorry you got your man. I respect it.
Yeah.
So, what's
I
up?
like your car.
I appreciate it. I like it too. That's why I got it.
I'll put it.
Too.
What do you do for work?
It don't even matter. You got your man, right? Why you talking to me?
Not no more. Like, you
Not no
can take
more.
care-
No, what?
You can take care
I'm
of
not taking. Like, so I don't know why you asked.
She just asked this man he can take care of her. Ridiculous. Don't even know this man. She just looked at him a few seconds ago like he was dangerous. And if he would have been a normal, regular Smo Joe, she would have got on TikTok talking about this man I turned down. I didn't want to give him my number and he kept pressing me. This is what's going on out here.
Makes me that. I even say that. Like, you just met me. Like, what do you mean? Like, you just met
You
me.
can take care of-
But why I do that? I just met you.
I mean, you said you wanted to talk to me, but why you acting different now?
Because you got your man, though. That's before I knew you had a man. But you the one that bung him up, right?
Don't worry about him.
But you the one that bung him up.
You don't matter.
I don't even matter no more.
The man she's sleeping with, if she do have a boyfriend, the man who she's sleeping with, I'm 100% that the man she is sleeping with is a regular dude working at Walmart somewhere. And remember what I said at the beginning of the show. These women choose 10% of the men. They're either rich legally or they're wealthy illegally. So these women are choosing a small percentage of the men in America, get treated like a whore, because these men like him can fly anywhere and find a woman. They're using these women as whores. So they get mad at these guys. She just told him, that she was gonna basically dump the dude she with. He probably hard working the dude at Walmart somewhere, not knowing his woman is out here sliding like this. He don't know. He might come home and be like, all her stuff packed, she got an attitude, talking about she finna leave and go to her mama house, but really she ain't going to her mama house, she finna go to his house. And they got the nerve.
Why you with me though?
I'm with you.
But like, why you want to talk to me now?
I mean, I like your car. It seems like you got stuff going for yourself.
So just cause you like my car and like I got stuff going for myself, you in there basically cheat on your man, that's what you're saying?
The #1 app in the App Store just suffered the most ironic data breach in internet history. Women who were anonymously dragging men online just had their identities exposed to the entire internet, including driver's licenses, selfies, and every nasty comment they thought would stay private. This is the T-app data breach, and honestly, the karma is real, but the technical details behind this breach are absolutely shocking. We're talking about security failure so basic that it's almost criminal.
So you mad I have self-respect? You mad that I didn't give you the attention that you wanted and added to your high body count? And then the first given opportunity, you want to slander my name? What the fuck is wrong with you, gang? You need serious help. T-App, go ahead and make a male version. Now. Now.
And think about the branding of it. It's called a T-app. I think that's like women gossiping and shit like that. Like they like the drama. They like the gossip. This shit ain't got nothing to do with protecting women, baby. First, I wanted to go through the branding that they have on the website because I think that this is very important, right? Because they can advertise as one way to get like interviews on like Dateline, NBC, the Today Show, or wherever the hell else that they've been going recently. But what we find is how the women are utilizing it within their daily lives or their practice is a lot more nefarious in nature. Long story short, one of the ways that women are violent,
shout out to MTG,
are through reputation destruction, false allegations, and this gives them a platform, an anonymous way to post potential lies defaming men in order to get back at them. Anyway,
I'm not the only one who's been scrolling on that T-app, or I know you're at home waiting to be accepted. Don't my bestie called me yesterday? She said, bestie, there's this app, and they're exposing all the men. I'm like, tell me more. Tell me more. I want to know. She's like, you could post a picture of your man, or the old man you used to talk to, or a man that you want to talk to, and people will rate them a red flag or a green flag, and there's comments, and everything is anonymous. You can write hella comments and say whatever you can say. Dick was weak. They stink.
Yep.
They have kids.
Whatever they want.
They're a deadbeat. They beat on women.
Anonymous.
You can say whatever you want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman.
you see how diabolical this is?
But why I get into the app today, y'all?
Before she gets into the app, now notice the glee on her face as she describes all of this, and I find it so interesting because of all of the topics, content that we have going over this topic of consent, yet the men are not consenting to be hosted on these sites.
It's a wild take, but I feel like y'all can follow me on this one, especially like this is like a message to single men, bro. I feel like the T-app is proof that a lot of men are wasting their time being good men. And I don't want to say this in like a weird way because honestly, like I enjoy being a good man. I don't like to be in the streets as much. I don't like to do this and that and third. Like it's a lot of expended energy that I don't feel like I should be wasting my time on. But in the same sense, if you're a single man and you actively want to be dating, you actively want to be on women, yet you're not on the T-app, that just shows that all the women are going around choosing the same guys and not you.
Exactly. And that's not even in a bad sense.
Remember what I said, 80% of them chase 10% of the men. So those 10% are just running through these women. And then once they get tired of them, tired of buying them food, tired of buying them a couple of outfits here, helping them with their kids, they kick them out. And guess who they run to? The middle class working Joe Schmo. Use him up for about a year or two, the whole time secretly trying to get back with the dude that kicked her out. They got rid of her. In the meantime, he running through somebody else.
Too good as a man nowadays, you are cooked. I made this point about young men yesterday, but being a good man nowadays, you are so cooked. What it's proving is not only these women dating the same sorts of men, but a lot of the men on there are actually going to get more women now because of that, because of the app. The app isn't actually making women run away from it. A lot of those dudes on there, featured on there, they're going to get more women easily. Because one key thing about women, and I mean you can play them off each other with this, is they want to be the best chick, the superior chick, better than that chick, or to find out what that man's really working with. The curiosity of a man is enough to make a lot of women completely ignore anything that we'd see as a red flag. There are no red flags here. Only fun. Only fun.
You were secretly meeting up with when you had a man. Message! Why would you lie and talk on dudes that you know you were secretly meeting up with when you had a man? Why did you Garfield brain shotties hop on a T app, start lying on dudes you know got videos and proof of you getting cracked by the team at B&Bs? Why would you lie and talk on dudes that you know you were secretly meeting up with when you had a man? Now you all over Reddit for your boyfriend, baby daddies, and family to see. They uploading text proof and photo proof. Now I don't want to argue no more. Nah,
See, that's the difference between the women T app and the men's T app. See, the women get on there scorned and just start making up shit. I'm not saying that there are men out here who will beat up a woman. I'm not saying that there are crazy dudes out here. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is there's a billion, with a B, a billion people in this country. Most major cities have almost 1 million people in it. Most of the major cities in America has almost 1 million people in it. What that means is there's a small percent that are gay, there's a small percent that are pedophiles, there's a small percent that are women beaters. But if you let these women tell it, all of these men are crazy predators. They're liars. The reason why they're lying is because the men who they consider crazy predators are middle class and poor men. They're not wealthy. They're not men who have means. So they consider you the bad guy. I just showed you clips of girls looking at these guys like, get away from me. But then when they seen them get inside of a Lamborghini, all of a sudden, all the danger stranger went out the window. When in America that we come to the point where wealth means you're safe? That's basically what these women are saying. If you're wealthy, you're safe. They didn't even know these men from Adam. One girl was pregnant. Got on the phone and broke up with her man right on camera. Embarrassing. Shout out to London. Gold digger prank.
Tell them how my boy ran that train on you and you engaged. You want to talk about how you and your homegirls lied and all y'all came to the B&B and got crushed. Y'all really cooked yourselves with this one. A shawty just got herself exposed for getting cracked by the whole city because you want to hop in the comments and say, oh yeah, he get around. No, come to find out you get around and your baby daddy don't even know who put their baby on the floor so they can get cracked on the bed. By strangers.
Some of these women don't even put their baby on the floor. Some of these women have put the baby to sleep, and I know because I've experienced it. They'll put the baby to sleep, lay the baby at the foot of the bed, and bend over and let you have at it. A whole nother man's baby.
Yo, BD ain't know about that. Hey, just know, God forbid, let this shit hit Florida. It's not gonna be a good day, bro. You see, Florida shawty staying out of this. They know it's not gonna be a good day in Florida. Then y'all forget these dudes got homegirls that's gonna show them all y'all photos and what y'all saying about them on the app.
Salute. So the T-Born app is gone.
Shout out to my man AC. Y'all need to check out his webpage, Real Brother.
R.I.P. to the T-Born app. Because it was about to get nasty for these Keishas. the wig wearers was warning each other. Rocking a wig to the side like a fitted, making videos, telling other women, hey, listen, this T-Born app for men, this is what they're about to do. You didn't see guys making videos warning other guys. They didn't care. You seen guys making videos telling women they were on the app to holler at them. Yeah, you seen plenty of dudes, you know, they was repping it like it was a badge of honor. Yeah, I'm on the app, so what? What's good? But
AC is crazy, man. He's funny, but he be real. He's funny, but he's real.
You, Keisha's, you being on the T-Born app, yeah, it was gonna get nasty for you. But
And the reason he's saying it's gonna get nastier before all of this ends is because they're getting on there gossiping. They're scorned, they're mad, they bringing up stuff to break them up from their new girlfriends. But the men, they're on the men's version of the T app, they showing proof. Like, me and my homeboy just ran a train on her. You see, I keep telling people all that P. Diddy stuff that was going on, it was to the extreme. It was. But it's a natural occurrence in the hood of America. Some of these women are going around sleeping with 2 or 3 men at a time. And these men got the proof. So this is what he's talking about. They don't really want this.
But hold on. It still can get nasty. Because I saw the group chat. Guess where they taking it back? Guess where they taking it back to? Where it all started. Back to Facebook.
That's where I got attacked at, Facebook. About 2 years ago.
It's about 20 of them. 20 of them taking it to Facebook, and they letting people they know, and then the people are letting them people know.
There's a lot of people out there that don't know what even this is, and how it's been hacked, quote unquote, is insane. Some would say it's sweet, sweet karma. I'll let you be the judge. NBC News. Women are anonymously spilling tea about men in their cities on viral app. Quoting, I've seen so many people I know on the app. It's crazy, said one user of tea. Did that user have a nose ring? Which topped the Apple App Store charts this week, shortly before the app was hacked. When Sid Walker opens the T app, she's greeted by a barrage of posts about men in their apparent red and green flags. He's a cheater, Walker said, reading some of the comments on one post out loud. Which, oh, by the way, here's the problem. We are to trust the individual making the post about this. This is fundamentally why an app like this would never work. Imagine someone say that is not mentally all there. Say a former journalist at Kotaku that's unhinged and suing people, that seems to be quite scorned and just hates men and literally has a tattoo on her ass that says all men are enemies. And imagine that she's dating some dude that's a hardcore cuck, and this guy is just like, you know what, this isn't gonna work. I gotta break this off. This chick's too crazy even for me. Imagine her writing a review of, oh my goodness, this person did these awful things to me. He cheated on me. He abused me, or this, that, the other thing. Imagine someone like that doing things like that on this and giving this perception of an individual that literally isn't any of that. And we're just to believe all women because a woman, hold on, need full screen for this. All right, need to clear my throat. A woman would never lie, right?
Imagine an app built to release information to women and to, quote, make dating safer by releasing personal information of men in your local city. This is what the T app was being sold as.
You can post photos of who you're dating to gauge other women's experiences with these men, so-called red and green flags. The reviews are rarely positive.
So it's kind of crazy, like on both sides of the spectrum is really dictating my dating life now.
Emily says the T app seems to be particularly popular in Middle Eastern communities, especially Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn men, how the T app has gotten under your skin.
All these guys are talking to, they're all like getting nervous, they're all freaking out, making TikToks about it.
It offers other services like background checks and catfish verification.
They're trying to find some type of way to up your reputation so bad.
I can see some areas where this could cause people some big problems.
Attorney William Barnwell says it's...
This is going to get bad, people. When the attorneys start getting into it, the feds is going to have to step in. They're going to have to. Because your privacy, unless you're under an investigation, but sometimes powerful people can put you under investigation for rich people just for no reason. But those are the only people that's supposed to be, you know, violating your privacy like this. So the feds eventually going to have to step in. This is going to get worse before it gets better.
Possible men getting posted have civil legal recourse. If the posts are affecting their work, family life, or reputation, defamation might apply.
What it became was a gossip mill with terrible accusations against men who were defenseless as they weren't allowed into the app. The rub was users trusted the T app with a selfie, and every single image was exposed online and posted to 4chan. The app was a T app, and today you're going to hear the untold story behind the breach.
Hey, if you didn't hear, the T app just got breached. All you shorties that were hiding behind usernames, your information just got put out there and dudes can go look it up. Nah, don't scroll, pay attention. As you guys know, the T app basically was where women can secretly talk about men having all types of diseases, being deadbeats, or red flags. Well, all that info just got leaked because the owner of the app did not take the time to protect y'all selfies that y'all was taking to get into the app or your IP addresses, allegedly. So it looks like the dude that y'all posted, he got y'all usernames, y'all faces, and y'all addresses, posted it on a website where it shows a map of all y'all locations. This is a searchable map of all of the driver's licenses that just got leaked because of the TF. I tried to tell y'all this was what this was.
The business, motherfucker.
The Daily Read.
Bring in the business.